Hello team, Eadsie here again, not in the shed, I'm in the garden. Right, a quick update, I've just picked up the next project. The Suzuki FZ50 will be finished off when that's what I'm working on at the moment, and then I've got to get the CB250RS running properly, and then I'm starting on this little fella. What a little beauty. Let's have a quick run over it. It's been dry stored for a very long time. Luckily, I've been on the DVLA. I have the logbook right here in my hands. I've done it online and it was still on the database, so that's good. Top box. Tells a lot of stories, this top box. There's the filter that just dies, isn't it? That needs to go in the filter bit needs to go in the bin. There's a plastic panel, I guess that goes over there somewhere. Yeah, on there, isn't it? All on there like that. There's those interior bits. Come with a little owner's manual. There's the side panels, complete with spider poo. Spider poo. Look at that, that's Thruxton motorcycles. I remember them back in the day when they were still a thing. What else have we got in there? We've got the carb in here. So obviously it had a fault. And someone's tried to breathe some life into it years ago. But like I say, it's just been in the shed forever. I've got a spare lock there. Do you know what? That looks like DeVille. I'm not being funny either. Okay, not sure what that is. Little clip there. Oh, I've gained a padlock. Look, I've gained a little padlock. I wonder if the key for that is one of the keys. Because we have keys. Okay. Now that's not going to go. I wonder if that's that then. Oh, it's a bit. Oh, it's a bit grindy. Oh no. No, I've got more chance of farting in the wind, didn't I, for that? So what was that other key for then? I don't know. But it's got a lovely little glove box. It's a very deep little glove box actually. I can get a USB in there, can't I? A couple of USB feeds, so I can get the the machine guns in there and the smoke screen. They all go in there, no problem. Perhaps a couple of little switches up there. Hey Chris, you're good at that kind of thing, aren't you? Get some nice James Bond style stuff there. Right, let's have a good look at her. High and low. Oh, that's very clunky. Toot toot. Apparently it's genuine mileage. I won't know until I get into it because that seems very, very low. But it's, like I say, it's been set up for, oh my god, oh dear, that's been set up for absolutely donkey's years. Well, that's not going to do a lot because the carb's not in situ, is it? It's been over once or twice. Yeah, I'll get free cobwebs there. Here's the face of it. What's going on there, I'm sure, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Plenty of space in there for some DRLs, isn't there, or something, or just keep that standard. What do you reckon, guys? Don't know. There's an old taxi. That's how old it is, that. What's this on there? Is that scratches, or is it? I think it's just spider diarrhea or something on there. Alright. Right, front brake. Does front brake work? Yeah, we have front brake. We've got air in the front tire, but I don't think there's any in the back. Got some, let's put some light on. Come on, light, on you come. We've got some crackage going on here, look. That's not good. Anyway, it's been sat for absolutely years anyway, isn't it? So that was bound to happen, and we have the right way. That's probably it, isn't it? Sorry. Okay, what we got under here? The chassis seems okay. All down in there, just needs a darn good blast of something, doesn't it? 20 watt, 6.7 ohms. What would that be then? Resistor? I don't know. Ballast resistor perhaps? I don't know. The exhaust, yeah, it seems pretty solid. It's just what it is, isn't it? It's a garage find, isn't it? Oh, we've got self-adjusting indicators. You don't see that anymore on bikes, don't you? Do you? There's a coil. There's a coil. There is the CDI. That's the CDI. All the models had CDI. Thank goodness. Okay, there's the air cleaner box. I think the lid's in the top box there. The electrics look pretty good. There's a regular regulator, rectifier. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? Does it kick over? Hey, we have, yeah. Oh, pop. Yeah, baby, we have movement. Okay. Look how cute it is. Oh, flipping Nora. Right. That's enough of that malarkey. Right, I need to go in and have myself some tea. And I need to get some coverage on this bike and get it in the shed later on. If I can get it in the shed. That's another reason for this video. That's why you haven't seen me on screen for the last couple of days. Yeah, I picked up a job lot of garden machinery and I couldn't turn it up. I turned it down. So hence no videos, because I literally haven't been able to get in the shed. Anyway guys, take it easy. It's just a quickie, just to let you know I'm still breathing and what's going on. So yeah, catch you later. Hi team, Eadsie here in the kitchen of cleanliness. I need to start cleaning these panels and stuff from the Honda Vision DX, which is the 80cc model. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, like and subscribe if you like, and then pop down and have a look at my other videos. Right, this is my episode number 1. This is my Honda DX. I'm going to be restoring, hopefully, over the next 10 years. No, next year or so. I've got other projects on the go at the moment, so this is basically get these panels cleaned and get them up in the loft, ready for reassembly. Right, let's have a look. As you can see, it's well bonusnotious, but nothing's broken off. As such, so that needs to go in the sink where there are at the moment the foot mats. I love this about quality brands like Honda. I mean, this rubber's what, 31 years old. Look at it, it's still as supple as the day it came off the tree. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's have a closer look at the side panels, rather the rear engine cover. Excellent. Plenty of spider poop, that's a good sign of storage. And we have the Thruxton motorcycle sticker. I'm not going to remove that, that's just, I'm going to leave that as such, because I live right near Thruxton and I remember the days when I used to work down there as a marshal. Well, not Thruxton motorcycles, but Thruxton race circuit, do beg your pardon. Back in the day, I also was a ground worker. I did all the groundworks for the Goodwood Bar Suite, which I'm not sure that is still there anymore, but there we are. Anyway, so I got this to clean and that to clean, and yeah, get it up in the loft, bag it up, and then go and tackle the rest of the bike. It's just in storage out in my yard, undercover. So yeah, it's just been dry stored for about 20 years. Okay, but it was still on the DVLA register, thankfully, and I've just managed to get the logbook sorted out, so that's good. Right, I need to crack on. So welcome, like I say, welcome to my group, channel. If you're new to my channel, hi to everybody that knows me and conversed before. Take care, people. See you soon. Okay, this must be, I don't know, episode 2 of the Honda Vision, Honda NH80 to be precise. I don't know anything about it, don't know anything about the engine or anything like that, so anyway, here's what's left of it. The panel work, the rear piece and the you got a tiny little screen and the front headlamp cowl and all that lot is up in the loft. It was something I was just bored one day when I got it a little while ago now, last year, and I thought, you know what, I fancy polishing some Tupperware, so that came off and that went upstairs. As you can see, there is still loads more to do on it. The little NH80, it's had a tumble or two probably in its life. Oh, the wheel goes around, that's something, I suppose. Does the brake work? Which one is it? That one. Well, yeah, brake works. It's just very crusty, but it's nowhere near as crusty as the last couple of bikes I've done. You know, I mean, crikey, what's this? What year is this? I can't remember. I really can't remember. So yeah, it's got yeah, quite a few bits and pieces with it. I've got the paperwork for it already. It's already registered in my name. Someone's nicked the battery. Luckily I've already got one. That exhaust looks a bit shagged. Luckily I've already got one. It's up in the loft, waiting for me to get my finger out. But I'm gonna have a rest first before this starts. This is just a bit of a pre-look. Now to get that seat up. There's something on here I have to do and I can't find it. Just want to have a quick look under there. Never mind. Let's get right in there. Yeah, so you can kind of see what I'm playing with here. Someone's nicked me spark plug. Oh, there it is. Now, looking at them, the cooling cowling around that engine, I'm guessing, and where the spark plug is, I'm guessing it's a 2-stroke. Again. Hey! But it's an 80cc behemoth monster of a bike. With that much power, I just don't know. I'm going to have to go weightlifting or something, I guess. Build the old power up. Oh, lovely Honda wiring. I found a not so good O-ring. Yeah, I mean it's all there. So it's missing, boys, don't you? What do you reckon's missing there? There's a cap missing off of that airbox. There. There's a pipe missing from the front of the airbox. But there's a coil. Where are we? There. No, it's not. There. So yeah, it's a little kicky starty. Hey! Sounds like it's got good compression. Unless that was my arse again, I don't know. Right, like I say, another vid. Wing mirrors in here. They're not cleaned yet, but they're just in there. There's the carburetor. And I do believe there's some bits in this bottom. Here's the welding I was telling you about. That goes on the main stand. And obviously it's not on there anymore. So that needs to be welded on in that fashion. Sort of thing. Got a few more clips and straps there. So it's all, yeah, it's not, it's skanky. God. Oops. You know, we've got things like that sheared off. I'm going to have to see. And everything else is empty so far. So we've just got the top two. That's to be filled up. Right. I've been ruthless in here. Seriously ruthless. Look at the Union Jack on Susie. Oh, suits are actually. Oh, there's the rack as well. There we go. I mean, this is proper. I mean, that I haven't seen that much space in this since the day I built the flipping thing. Proper ruthless. But it's going to be more economical for me to work in because literally everything is in its place now and things have been improved by a long way, as you saw in that pre-video. But yeah, I'm just going to be lost for, I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to need a map in there now and see where the bikes are because it's just, I'm just not used to it. Right, anyway, let's get her in the shed for the first time ever, and she won't be coming out again till she's ready. Okie dokie. Right, now I'm going to put the RS to bed for a little while. I might even do those the carb and the wiring on that bike before I crack on with the Honda. Who knows? Right, well, she's in the shed. And Susie's in bed, all tucked up nicely. So there we have it. Next time you see this, hopefully, fingers crossed, and there's nothing really major wrong with it. The guy said that it was a runner. I think it was running to the skip, wasn't it? Okay, so there's plenty of room to work. I can do this side first. Perhaps in a little bit here, then I can wheel it out, turn it around, bring it back in, do the other side, strip it right down, and then get the old Stanley jack up and get the engine out of the frame, because the frame is quite tatty. It's about the tattiest thing on the bike, to be fair. So I need to find out what it's like under the front there, where the foot area is, what the chassis is like, the frame's like under there. Seat could do with a little bit of elixir, couldn't it, really? Is that a bit of a tear there? Don't know. But it's not too bad. I'm sure I saw a tear in it somewhere. Or was I just imagining? Well, that's good news. That's one thing. That's what's that? That's 40 quid saved already. Okay. Are we going to have guesses on how much this is going to take to restore? Hopefully £3.49, because that's all I've got left in the bank. Okay. I'll see. If you want to throw a guess in now early, that's up to you guys. That's fine. Throw a guess in. I'll write it all down, obviously, but I don't want to get too bogged down with you know, admin work. It's hard enough sometimes just getting the bloody shed, let alone all this admin stuff as well. But I don't know. Throw a guess in if you want to. And if I cheer up, I'll do that as well. Right, okay, that's going to be wrapping this bit up, and we'll catch you when I'm in the shed again. And so the next episode begins. Okay, go and watch Emmerdale then. What's that?
Eggs.
Eggs. Oh my god, it is eggs. Can I have them on toast? Is that right? Right, without further ado, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome along to Eadsie Restorations. It is the Vision's turn to get done. Okay, well, I've started the stripping process. Here's my shield, the mighty sword of Dobber, and I've got a few things off so far. This part goes on the floor in there, and the rubber mats go this side and that side. As you can see, it just needs a good clean. Now, I have taken upstairs already the mats, and I've done those, and I've done a few more bits which are up in the loft. So I did them basically in the sink in the kitchen, and I used, soap and water and a scrubbing brush and a toothbrush and various other cleaning utensils. And I saw them the other day upstairs when I was moving things around in my spare room, and they still look like I haven't cleaned them. So what I'm going to do with these is put them in the paraffin. Get off! That's not one of me boogers, lads. Now I'm going to give them a paraffin bath and see if that does the treatment. I've got that to do, all that to do, and that. I did have a good look at the seat, and there is a couple of tears on it. There it is. It's upside down, I know. But that old saying, it is what it is. Right, now, before I start really getting into the bike, shall we put a battery on it and just see if anything lights up? Because I do have... there's two things I've purchased so far for this bike. One's a battery, here it is, and the other one is the exhaust pipe. That's up in the loft. It was 24 quid or something like that. Anyway, right, let's get all this out and set up, and then I'll film as I put it all together. Righty all, well, here we have what's left of the fuse holder. I suppose I better bell that through, hadn't I? Where's my majestic tester? Here's me little Martindale. Continuity. Right, we have continuity, so that's good. We have the earth, or the negative, and here we have the positive. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? And whiz these off. I have tested this. It's running at 12.74 volts, so that's good. As it's been sat there for quite some time. Okay, let's do earth first. Okay, that's on. Okay, ignition's already in the key's already in the ignition, so that's okay. Now, when I bought it off this guy, he said it's just been sat in his garage for many years, and it was something wrong with the carburetor when he put it in there. So that was that. Well, that's a starter relay, isn't it? Well, I better leave those rubber things on there in case it touches there. Right. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. Right, here goes nothing. Okay. We've got no horny. So what is that? That's on. That's off. That's park. And I guess the steering lock is right around there. Okay. So we've got nothing so far. We've got no indicators anyway, so have we got any headlight? Let's put... God, flipping it, that's tight. Oh my goodness, that is really tight. Let's have a look at the lights. And we've got literally nothing going on anywhere. Okay, starter motor. Let's try the starter. Nothing. Alright. Okie dokie, let's put you back up there. Right, I'll be sitting comfortably. Let's have a test. DC. Negative, positive. 12.55 volts on the Martindale. There you go, so we've got plenty of voltage going on there. The ignition is still on, so one of these terminals should be positive, and those two are the cables that go up to the starter button, which when pressed connect these two to throw the relay in. So if I put that on the neutral and that on one of these terminals, one of these should be hot. Let's put that up there so you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah. Sit still. There, naughty monkey. Right. Okay. There you go. There's that 12.5 volts. And there should be nothing across that side. Okay, so if I go across these two terminals with my screwdriver, we should have a starter motor. Which we do. Okay. We have a starter motor. Didn't sound very good, did it, mind? Yeah, that sounded a bit nasty, to be fair. Which could lead to, could mean an awful lot of problems, couldn't it? But optimism is my middle name. Let's have a look in the fuel tank. Cool, look at that. That's pretty darn clean, isn't it? You can't really grumble about that. So how'd you get it off then? Okay, well I've already undone that nut there. This was last night when I was fannying around. Okay. Okay, what the hell's that? Oops. What is that? I don't know. I'm going to have the naked eye on there and see what's going on in there. Okay, well there's the fuel sender unit, I guess. That's pretty much on there. Okay, there's the oil filler for the two-stroke oil, and so on and so forth. I mean, the frame's okay. It's just got a bit of patina, really, hasn't it? Just wants a bit of a brush off with some sort of solution on there to deribulate that one. I wonder why that's stopping. Perhaps I should take out look out as a monster. Perhaps I should take that plug out and just see if it fires over again in a minute. Right, let's get that ignition off, and right, let's carry on stripping it off, I suppose. Right, well I'm going to remove the starter relay and just put that in one of the drawers, because you know that that's fine. There's the two trigger cables, and there's the two trigger cables from the loom. I've just had my tester across those two on continuity. Press the button, and as you've guessed, absolutely dead as a dodo. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I'm just going to crack on now with the strip down, because there's no point in trying to get bogged down at this moment in time with, you know, wiring issues. Strip it all off, check the wiring, and then find the fault. I reckon it's with the two switches, because it was sat outside for a few years. So there's probably a nest of tarantulas in there or something. Anyway, I bought today some other stuff here. That's Silic Gangbang or something. It's another cleaning product, so I might give it a go just to see. Obviously not on paintwork because it's oven cleaner, but I'm going to see what it does to various metals. It's hob cleaner, so it goes on to glass. So, but I reckon it's sort of caustic in some description. But I'm just bored. It's £2. I thought, give it a go. You never know, do you? Okay, right, paraffin's coming out in a minute. I'm going to get this wiring out first, I think. Once the wiring's out of the way, I can start picking the bones off of it, can't I? So, yeah, literally day one, isn't it? Properly day one. Now we're in the shed. Now we're in the shed. Goody, goody, gum, gum. Right, well, we know the electrics are knackered, and the engine doesn't sound very good. It sounded very clunky then. I just hope the big end hasn't gone. That sounded nasty. It wouldn't rotate the engine. It just went a certain distance and then clunk, clunk. So that's not good, is it? Okay, right, Eadsie, stop faffing around and crack on with it. Okay. Right, I managed to get the fuel tank off. That I didn't get out. That was still in the tank. I literally disconnected these two fuel hoses, which are feeling rather fossilised, if I'm honest. But there we go. We've got two filters in there. So I guess that top one's the main filter, isn't it? There. Sorry. And this is the reserve filter. So there must be a hole. Oh no, there's not. The reserve goes into there, and the main fuel goes in this top pipe via this filtery type thing. That's what I kind of needed for the Suzuki. Two of those. But there we are. Got an inline filter. So yeah, anything over and above that pipe, that's main tank, and anything below that is full. Reserve. Sorry, I do beg your pardon. There's a little fuel filter. Okay, little spring there, which is, I mean, relatively brilliant nick, isn't it? There's not really anything wrong with that. I was expecting to see a little rusty. Okay, here's the tank. Let's get this sender unit out of here. Now, looking at it, you've got 3 tags and 3 tongues, and there's a little bit of metal bent up on each one, so it can't go. It can only go one way. So let's give it a tap. Get the right size punch, Eadsie. Makes it a lot easier. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. That's that. That's that. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I don't know, this is all new to me. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, oh, that's a tight fit, madam. Right, that's going in the electrics drawer. No, it's not. It's going to go in the fuel drawer with the carburettor and the petrol tank. Right, let's give it a quick once over, have a look at it. It's not too bad, in all fairness, is it? Hey, I like this. You don't see this very often, do you? You know how our fuel tanks, I mean, on the Pan-European that we did a little while ago, when you sort of lift the seat up, this is the kind of thing you were faced with, only about 10 times bigger. And the bottom half of the tank was nasty, to say the least. And what I like about this is it's got its own full plastic cover. Now it's either trapped water in or it's kept water out. Let's have a look. Come on, stop being a bugger. Wow, look at that. It's almost flipping brand new under there. That is fantastic, isn't it? Look at that. Proper good. I mean, on restorations of old sort of 80s machines and earlier, normally the inside of the tank or the tank itself has taken, you know, a bit of a beating, hasn't it? But that, what a cracking idea. Just a piece of plastic with a drain out the bottom. Simple, isn't it? I mean, how much did that cost to produce? What a great idea. Well done, Honda. This is what I like about Hondas, you know. Just bloody excellent. There's probably a completely different reason now why that's on there, but I think it's for protection against the elements. Right, I'm gonna... No, I'm not. I need to try and stop all that crud. You can see that crud there? I'm trying to stop all that crud going in there. So I'm now going to bung it up with blue paper towel and crack on with the rest of it. Alright, I'm actually trying to get the wire loom out, but I keep taking things off. Part of the course, isn't it? Well, this strip down is taking literally 3.5 minutes. Who knew? So let's have a look what we got so far. The tank's gone. The carb was already off. The coil's gone. The CDI unit's gone. The pressure indicator unit's gone. Most of the electrochemical stuff is in there. The wiring loom is now gone. The wiring loom is like the key piece of it's the heart of the bike, isn't it? Well, the engine is, but you know, it's the veins of the heart, and it's amazing how clear the frame looks after you've removed the snake, the colossus that is the wiring loom. This wiring loom is longer than the A40. I kid you not. Look, here is one end. Here is one end. Okay, the Suzuki one finished about there. Okay. The CB 650, 600, CBR 600 finished about there. The Pan-European finished about here, as did the DeVille about there. And this one just keeps going on. My goodness, that is the longest wiring loom I have ever seen in my entire life. And for a pokey little bike like this, that's bonkers, isn't it? It really is a mammoth thing. Looks like one of my varicose veins almost. Same sort of tracking. Yeah. Okay, well that is taking me with the fuel tank, the mudguard. Rear mudguard came off, and I had to take off the shocker absorber to get this off, because it sort of sits, you know, kind of there. So without taking this out the way, this doesn't come off. Now look at the state of this, look. That has not seen a lid or an air cleaner for many, many, many years. Honestly. Spider poop, grease and oil is a great sign, isn't it? Because you know that everything's been squirted and lubed properly and all the rest of it. We've had a bit of rubbish tirey there. That's a bit spooky. But having said that, this wasn't fixed. This was loose, and it could have been just me pushing the bike out of the mate's garage and hoofing it into the back of the car, which was fun. Not. That was a freaking nightmare. But there we are. That's what it is. Right, so yeah, like I say, I've been about 3/4 of an hour, well, half an hour, conservatively, so far. Now I'm going to whip off the brake cables, the control gear switches, headlight, get all those electrical switchy things in that electrical box. And I can't talk now, I need to go and drop the kids off at the pool. Oh my goodness! Flipping heck, I tell thee. Kids are well and truly in the pool. Look how naked that looks. Flipping Nora. Well, I said to Caroline this morning, because I had a load of plastics here, I said, if you've got nothing to do today, literally nothing to do, and you're bored, you can always pull out the old green cage thing I've got in the back of the shed there, that big tray that I do my engines in. So you can always pour that out, get some hot soapy water, fill it up, and put the plastic panels in and give them a good scrub. She's only gone and done it. Look. She's had that out. And she's cleaned all the bits up, hasn't she? Yes. Yes, she has. Obviously, it needs a little bit of fettling because, yeah, she hasn't had the right tool to get into those all those little knick-knacky corners there. But I mean, overall, she's done, you know, for, I was sort of jesting really, and she's gone and done it. We had a little bit of we're a bit worried about this boy, aren't we? Because you can actually see his ribs there. Now, this time last year, if you watch, I don't know, the RS videos or the CD175 videos even, you'll see he was just a bit of a porker. Now he's not eating a great deal, and he's lost a lot of weight, just like me. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, he's going to be okay. Right, we're going to kind of wrap up this episode, being the first one. It's quite a long one, but it is what it is. She's missed a piece. Flipping heck. Anyway, I've been shopping because I've got a bit of bad news. Yeah. Wolfie, my impact gun, died. Okay. Very sad day. Very sad day. I had that thing many years, and it was old NiCad batteries and everything. And you'd plug the battery in, turn the power on, the light would go red, and literally 5 minutes later I come back in and it's green. I'm like, oh crikey, perhaps it was just, you know, just needed topping up a little bit. Put it on the drill, on the gun. Just, it's dead. So it's gone to heaven. It's gone to skip heaven. So that's the end of that. So I went shopping. I purchased my Einhell 1/2-inch drive impact gun for the wheel nuts and the big nuts and bolts and all that kind of thing. And the reason I've gone for Einhell is because I have Einhell tools everywhere. Literally everything I got is Einhell, as you can see. Therefore, I have many batteries. So there we go. Let me just shut that door up there. Let's have a look, shall we? Before I start tinkering with episode 2. There is the beastie. I mean, there's nothing to it. If you put it next to my SDS drill, it's actually tiddly tiny. And if you put it next to, where is it? Yeah, where is it? Good question. I don't know. See, I've tidied up. That it's disappeared. I have my little 18-volt. I was using it last night. Oh, for goodness sake. It's flipping right there. So if you put it next to that, it's actually smaller than the little 3/8 drive small Newton meter machine. I'm not sure how many Newton meters it is exactly on there. But there we are. So let's plug him in. With a resounding thud. Have we got any power in it? Oh, look at that. Let's see what it's like. Oh. Those wheel nuts aren't going to argue with that, are they? Brushless energy. I wish I had brushless energy. And the good thing about that is it comes with a little holster clip. Not that you need a holster clip at all. But I like this piece. It is a 1/2-inch to 3/8 drive, which is jolly nice. So basically that makes that redundant. No, it doesn't, because that's for the little nicky knackies. That will constantly stay with the 10mm socket on, and now that's it. But this one can do everything up and above. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling. I've got me brew. Yeah, the kids have done a few lengths now, probably. Oh, one weekend I will sort this RS out, get the carb taken off, and do that. Worryingly, a couple of you guys are itching to see the final product, so right, I'm going to crack on with that. But in probably a week or so. So I really want to, I mean, for goodness sake, I spent one evening at this. And look at it. It's literally naked. It's not going to take a lot longer, is it, to get that thing. And like I say, I'm going to wrap this episode up, guys. Thank you for watching episode 1 of the Honda 80 Vision. The NH80 DX, no less. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Many more to come, obviously. But the rate I'm whipping through this, probably 10 episodes and we'll be done. Don't know. The beauty is of this job, I'm not going to go overboard with painting, i.e. I think I'm just going to polish up. See if I managed to get that dash panel proper shiny, didn't I? Using the old buffer on the bench, on the pillar drill, and a bit of myrrh. I've actually bought some cutting compound. I can use that, can't I? I'm just going to buff it up and just leave the battle scars there. I think it'll have its own charm then. It won't be, you know, like a showroom. Well, not showroom, but you know what I'm saying. It's going to be sort of oily rag, this one, because there's not as long as the engine's okay. It's not going to be an awful lot to really do. It needs 2 new tyres. I know that for a fact because they're all cracked and horrible. Probably put new brake shoes front and rear. What else? Well, I've got the exhaust pipe already upstairs. I've spent 23 quid so far on that. What else did I buy? Oh, the battery. That was 24 quid. I think 50, say 50 quid. I'm in 50 quid at the moment. Purchase price was 130. So we're looking at 180 quid all in what I've got so far. I have an enormous amount of direct sort of to rusty metal paint in grey, which is jolly good because I have an awful lot of grey to paint. So I will be doing the frame. That goes without saying. But the plastic, the Tupperware, and all the rest of it, no, it's just going to stay as it is, I think. So I've saved myself a whole load of work there, haven't I? Right, Andy? Alright, yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to crack on. But, like I say, keep your eyes peeled, hit that notification button, and you'll get the next episode as soon as it's online. Right, take it easy, and drop a like, and share. Share my video with your friends and your family and your other groups, and who knows, we might start getting above stuff. The clouds, I don't know, who cares? Take care, guys. I hope I brought a smile to your face.